Okay, now I see us. Okay, goodness sakes. Shouldn't be this hard to get alive, guys. How is everybody tonight? Let me see if I can find us here. If you're out there, be sure and let me know you're there. And if you're first timer, let me know where you're from. And welcome. Hey, Leona, how are you? Who else is out there? Now, let me get the last one going here. Come on. Okay, there we go. Phew. How is everybody tonight? Hey, Barbara. Good deal. Good deal, Leona. Glad to hear that. And there we got YouTube going. Okay. All right. Well, I was fretting around trying to think of what I was going to make tonight. And here, let me fix this just a little bit, guys. And I've just been, well, except for having a video with my design group tonight or this afternoon, I've just been piddling around, just kind of catching up on orders and such. But you guys, I need a wreath for my door. We have not had a wreath on our door since after Christmas. Once I took the Christmas decorations down, I didn't put anything else up. So I kind of started on it tonight or this afternoon, and I want to finish it. It's been like the cobbler's shoes, or the cobbler's kids' shoes. So, hey, Mary. Hey, Joyce. I'm great. I'm doing great. Thank you for being here. So let me see who else is here. Hey, Kathy. And there's Mary. Welcome. From Titusville, Florida. I've not heard of that one. Where's that at, Mary? I've been down to Florida a lot, but I haven't heard of Titusville. Hey, Kathy. There's another Kathy. Kathy with a K, Kathy with a C. Welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I already had started on this afternoon because I'm like, by the weekend, I'm going to have a door wreath. And I put the bow on, I put a few greens on, and then just a few of the cosmos, the pink cosmos. And if you haven't followed me long, this is one of my absolute most favorite flowers. There it is, pink cosmo. And it has just a little bit of lavender if you look toward the center of it there. You can see that. And so I might put a little lavender in it too, but I feel like at this point, I feel like I need to put just a little bit more greenery on. I just used some ficus just to kind of get my line started, but I'm going to put some more on here before I get too much farther. Itchy nose tonight. Let me see. And I obviously, pink's my favorite color, but it does work on our front door because our door is really, really in a dark spot. We've got a long overhang, and then our lot is fairly shaded, and our door's dark. So I need something bright that's going to pop. I love, like lavender wreaths and that kind of thing, but unless it's a real bright, like lamb's ear background or something like that, you just can't hardly even see a wreath on our door. So anyway, that's where I started. I feel like I just got a sneeze percolating, guys. Hey, Leah, hello again to you too. Thank you for being here tonight. I see some other people out here, but I don't see any comments. Who all's over on my personal page? Oh, Cocoa Beach. I do know where that is, Mary. Okay. I know exactly where that is. You see the shuttle launch out your front window. That's cool. That's cool. I bet that's loud though. All right, so let me see here where I want to go with this. I'll probably end up putting some more of the cosmos on too. And I need a big wreath on our door too, because again, trying to see it from the street is just pretty hard. So who else has got a wreath on their door right now, and what color is it? Let me know. Or is it Easter wreath? I went ahead and I bypassed Easter. I thought as long as it's taken me to get my spring wreath up, if I put an Easter wreath on, then it's going to be like fall before I get it swapped out. Does anybody else do that? Let's see. I'll put this right back here. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Marilyn's got an Easter. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Yeah, those pink cosmos, I just can't hardly beat them. The only thing, they're the spray that it comes on. There's two different sizes of the flower heads, and I wish they'd stick with just a smaller one. The larger one is a little bit difficult working it into designs, but it's still beautiful. So I use it all the time. Pink roses with purple flowers and small white roses. That sounds pretty, Leah. You'll have to let us have a picture of it so we can see. Joyce has got a pink grapevine with pink and white. Still need a bow for it. Pink's just a happy color to me. I could go pink. I have to be careful or everything I make would be pink. With lavender being a close second. And yellow. I like yellow. So pink, yellow, and lavender, Patty. That's perfect. That is perfect. If I pulled some purple to put in here. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I mean, this color here would be okay. The other, it worries me. I'll have to see. Like I said, it's for me, so it's kind of an experiment. And actually, I'm using parts of our wreath that I had on the door last year. I just took it apart. All right, I'm just going to kind of work around it here. Now, I usually decorate for Easter a lot. In fact, having a tree and everything. But this year, I just couldn't get my act together. I'm trying to find the rest of my. There it is. You guys ought to see my desk. It's a disaster. And I actually did take some of this stuff off before I went live because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to find anything. And I swear it was clean this morning. But it's like completely covered, and I got a big table here. Oh, Patty, you got the dark door problem too. Yeah, that's me. That's me too. We just got to be real careful about what we put on it. I was actually wanting to make a sunflower wreath, but I talked myself out of it. I thought, yeah, it's too early. Here's the hot mess right now. Oh gosh, excuse me, lamb's ear with white magnolias. I love magnolias. Excuse me, guys. A tickle in my throat all of a sudden. Excuse me. Gosh, let me get a drink here. Sorry. Pink tulips and grapevine. If I had had tulips, I probably would have done a tulip wreath tonight, but I don't have very many tulips left. Hey, Nancy. Good deal. Nancy, you got an Easter wreath? I'm impressed. I figured as busy as you've been, you wouldn't have anything. You'd be in the same boat as me. When's your next class? Nancy's been teaching a lot of in-person wreath classes. Okay, I need just a little bit back here. The one that I have that I'm taking apart, it was all the way around. So I thought this year I'm going to have something different. I'm not done with those bow loops yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do with those. What's the name of the flower I have on there now? It's a Cosmo. And they come in all different shapes, or not shapes, all different colors. And like I said, this one right here is kind of on the large side. These two, I like them a little bit more that size. All right, let me look here. Just need some right here in the center. I think we're done with the grass for a minute. I'll get in there. Okay. All right, there we go. The greenery, it's vanilla grass. I love this greenery. It's so realistic looking. Okay, now I'm going to get right in front here a second and kind of look and see what we need to do. I feel like we need some more, one more of the Cosmos. And let me see what I've got here. I've got this little scrap. Like I said, I took this apart off of the wreath that was on our door last year. I'm not liking that. Okay, let me see. I've got all kinds of stuff, you guys. Like I said, that my table is completely full. I just went and grabbed everything I had pink just to kind of get some ideas. I like that. I don't like the greenery, though. This has a foam greenery on it, too, and most times I'll cut that off. So let me see what else I have. do have this. Maybe later. And I've got this. I think with the pink it's going to be all right. Grab another one of these. This is not a whole bush. I want to see what the whole bush looks like. And I've got some lime green ranunculus too that I like real well. Let's see. I think I like this best. Oh, thank you guys for the follows. I like that. Thank you so much. Hey, Sharon from Round Rock. Yeah, I was a little late to the party too. It seems like every time I've gone live today, I've had to like redo everything, like update the passwords. And so I don't know if everybody did a security thing or something. Okay, this comes in lots of different cuts, which I like that. I like that a lot. It has some lavender, and I don't know what these little flowers are. Lots of different greens, which I need a little more greenery. Which I didn't think about. Let's see. I have a bow making class on Thursday and cutting ribbon tonight. You've been busy, Nancy. You need to take a break. Take a break and rest up. Okay, I feel like I want some of this coming right out through here. I want my purple up front though. There, I like that. Okay, I like that. I might come back and add a little purple to the bow later, but I don't know. Like I said, this is a work in progress. Pink is a popular color. Yeah, I tell you, it always is with me. It's my favorite color. I like any shade of it. Probably if I had to pick, the bright pink would be the best. Gosh, thanks you guys for all the follows. I think this will work. Like I said, it has the more lighter purple, and then it has some of this lighter greenery. I think it'll work. Right there. Ah, go there. Trying to get it where everybody's not fighting for their space there. Okay. So what's everybody having for Easter dinner? I leave my husband in charge of well, he just kind of took over charge of our Easter dinner plans a few years ago. Oh my goodness, you won't believe what we're having. What are you guys having though? Is it a pink gingham ribbon? No, Nancy, it's a oh, what do they call it? It's like an embroidery check. I'll bring it up close here in a second when I get my hands free and show it to you. Um, I had gingham, but I thought it was going to be a little bit too light because I wanted more bold colors. I'm going to have to put a pick on this one here. It's kind of falling apart. Oops, get out of the way. I really like that. Okay. All right, I'll show you here, Nancy. I can't remember. It's like an embroidered check. You see that? It's actually, it has texture to it. Textured. It might be textured check is the name of it. And that, I haven't thought that far ahead for Easter. Well, he orders most of our stuff. And so he put his order in, and apparently he got a little impatient with the keyboard and ordered our food 10 times, not just once, but 10. So the company called him yesterday, had a question about it, thank goodness. But he said apparently it wasn't moving fast enough for him. But yeah, he wanted to know yesterday. He texted me. He wanted to know if he always wants to have lobster rolls, and we're going to have that and Italian sausage for Easter. That's my husband's recipe or menu, I should say. I said, well, I'll let him do it. Whatever he and my son-in-law, they kind of plan it out. I said, whatever works. Oh, you're going to your nephew's house? That sounds nice. Sounds real nice to go to somebody else's house. It seems like we're always hosting. I kind of want that coming right out straight like that. I hope I can get it in there. It's really tight there right up against the bow. I had to find a different place to put it. But I do want it right there. Ah, I got glue all over the place. Okay, we're going to put a pick on it. It's just not going to go in otherwise. Oh, thank you, Joyce. Thank you. All right, I'm going to have to go down just a bit lower. Hopefully it'll still, there we go. Perfect. Okay, good. Good deal. Hey, Amber. So what else is everybody else having for Easter? Okay, Sharon's saying that ribbon's name is embroidered stitch. Yeah, the same pink and blue. Yeah, it's pretty. It is really nice ribbon. I like it. It has good body to it. Okay, now I think that's, well, I might put more. Yeah, I'm gonna put one more up there. I started to say I'm gonna start working on the bottom, but I'm gonna put this on top yet. I want it to come down here now. This is a nice pick. It has a lot of cuts to it. How many do we put in there? 1, 2, 3, 5 cuts already, and I still got this much left. Oh, wait, no, take that back. This is my other one that I already had borrowed from. But still, I'm having to put it in such small pieces because I've already got those cosmos in there and a lot of greenery, and I want to place it just exact where I want it. All right, let's come down here now. Okay, just keep working around. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Valerie, you don't let your husband in the kitchen. Um, yeah, I don't know how he just started one year. He just kind of took over Easter. Sometimes he is good on the grill, and sometimes the stuff he orders is good. Sometimes it is not. One year, you guys will love this. One year, he ordered oh, what's the name of that? Canned octopus, canned smoked octopus, and there was another canned smoked something seafood. But I'm like, who orders canned smoked octopus? Or who? It doesn't even sound good. Period. Anyway, let alone buying it on the internet. I mean, so anyway, so of course I'm like making all kinds of fun of him, and he's bound and determined. He and my son-in-law, they're bound and determined that they're gonna eat it. My gosh, it's gonna be good. And they opened it, and it smelled so bad that they couldn't even eat it. They just ended up like they were like gagging. It smelled so bad, and I know how bad it had to have smelled because he was so set on he was going to eat it despite me that it had to have been just rancid for him not to have eaten it. But I'm like, who orders that? Something like that. I still have a can of it in my pantry if anybody wants it. Sarah, I thought of you. I was looking at some ribbon today. Um, and you know my experience with my last ribbon that I bought, and you saying, well, if they say light bodied, I don't buy it. Well, I didn't read the description, but by gosh, I did today. But I thought of you every time I looked that up. I had bought some ribbon online, and I always recommend not doing that unless you kind of know. Um, and I used it to, well, I was going to use it in our tutorial last week in my design group, and I opened it up, and it was like a limp noodle. It was terrible. Terrible. I always recommend, if you can, putting your hands on it. But I didn't. I just thought it was pretty, and I bought it. But I'll remember that for a little bit. Sarah, you learned the hard way too. I know, but that was the second time I've gotten burnt from the same place. Same place. Oh, Valerie, you don't want any of our smoked, what is that called? Octopus? I'm telling you, if anybody wants it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Now, I'll send it to you, but you have to promise you'll taste it and come back here and tell us how it is. No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Yeah, he was telling me that he ordered that though, and like he was so proud, and I thought, oh my gosh. He does that though. Do you guys have a husband like that you can't send him to the grocery store? And he knows it. Hey, Lenora. Well, here I am. I'm glad you're here, Lenora. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and that reminds me, guys, if you're on my text service, I've made the decision I'm going to do away with that. I don't use it too much, and cost benefit ratio is just not there. Um, I am going to post I'll put a notice how to get notifications um, on the FB um, social media platform. I don't know if there's a way for the other ones, but I'll investigate that. But like I told you last week, I'm pretty regular on Tuesdays in the evenings. Usually it's around this time in the evening. Um, and then I usually go on Friday in the afternoons, as long as there's not something else going on. Back here. Need a little bit more out here. I think we'll go right there. So does anybody else have a husband like that you can't send to the grocery store? Hey, Connie. I think my comments are frozen, you guys, on the one. Oh, your birthday's Easter this year. Did you have to make your own cake, Leah? Oh, you know what? My oldest daughter, her birthday is Monday after Easter, April the 10th. She's going to be 40 years old. Can't believe it. It makes me feel old because I am old. Love to see everybody's creations. Yes, I do too. Oh, good, Sarah. Good deal. Oh, you guys worked at a grocery store? We'd be broke if he worked at one. He'd be bringing something home every night, whether we need it or not. And there's two of us in our family, and he brought us 5 pounds of cottage cheese one time. Actually, that was just a few months ago, and didn't look at the date on it, and it like expired like 2 days after he bought it. You guys ever seen 5 pounds of cottage cheese? I told him, I said, I like cottage cheese, but I didn't think we were going to be able to make it. All right, I'm going to stand right in front, guys. Still want to come back out this way a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to put a wooden pick on this. I don't think a um, steel pick's going to be long enough. So we need to make it longer. Are those hydrangeas on that spray? They might be little pieces of like little bitty hydrangeas. I'm not really sure. Hi, Casey. What do you want? Dog keeps on looking at me like he wants something. What do you want? Just sitting there looking at me, wagging his tail. I don't know if you guys can see him. He turned around now. You were always buying stuff. Oh, he came around the other way. I don't know what he wants. Okay, I like that better. It's just looking like too full up there compared to down on the bottom. And I need another one of those bushes. Thought I had another. Let me grab another one of those bushes, guys. Okay. He's camera shy. Yes, he is. He is. I've kind of looked at him whenever I went to get this bush to make sure it's not out there dancing, needing to go out or something, but he's not. He's just laying down. I think he wants attention. You guys have German shepherds. They're great dogs, but they are needy. Or ours have been. see. Yeah, here's that little flower. I don't know if they're calling it. I looked on the label. They just call it blossom, wild heather and blossom spray. So I'm not sure. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you. It's got a lot of pieces to fluff here. Okay, let's see. I still feel like I need to come out over here. I'm kind of burying that Cosmo, which I don't want to do. I'm going to cut that down. Okay, that'll work. Now he's gone back upstairs. I can hear him. I don't know. He's making me nervous. And my husband's, he never picks up on the cues, you know. This Cosmo right here needs to come out. Oh, shoot, I forgot it's both of them. So I like the placement of the other one, but I'm going to have to separate these and, well, maybe separate them. Maybe I can just keep them on one, but I want them out more, not buried down in there. I may have to leave and let the dog out. I hear him back walking around, walking around. I'm getting another pick here so I can get this standing out away from the wreath. He's making me nervous though. You have Chihuahuas too. They're needy. He's always funny. He looks at my husband. I don't let him on the furniture or anything like that, and but my husband will in his chair, and he actually even lets him get on his lap. He's a German Shepherd, and he's not small. He's like 80 some odd pounds. He always wants to get love, and then we'll put that other one back down this way. Like I said, I might add more of these later. I can put just a still pick on this. Hey, Fredna, how are you? Doing well this evening? Okay, let's get this. Like I said, I wanted to stand out and away. there, and then we need one down here. I'm going to stand right in front of it again here a second. Put this one right here. Okay. Everybody doing okay? Start concentrating, then I get quiet. I don't hear the dog prancing anymore, though. That's either good or bad. Could be good or could be bad. Okay, let's see. I feel like I need a little bit of this up there. Or down here, I like this right here. So that's what you're going to do with that. But again, I got to put a pick on it. Hey, Vanita. Thank you. Thank you, Vanita. Thank you so much. How are you tonight? I was asking earlier what everybody's having for Easter dinner. Or are you hosting Easter dinner? Okay, let me make sure I got this about where I want it. Yes. Right straight down there. I'm going to stand in front again here, guys. Okay. Like I said, I feel like I need one of these up here. Hey, Sue, how are you? Yes, long time no see. How are you doing, Sue? All right, let's put this right up here. Okay, I think that's enough of that for right now. I go ahead and trim this down. And I'm not going to do anything fancy with it. I'm just going to kind of curl it just a little bit. I want to keep it long. Okay, now I think now the next thing I want to do, I've got some more pink. I feel like I need to lighten it up just a little bit now. I like these because there's a lot of movement to them, but they might be too big. Also got these. Or I've got some lighter grass, or greenery, I mean. Let me see here. Actually, this might be the ticket right here. I'll put some of this in now. Good to hear, Sue. Trying to see where the best place to cut this is going to be. We'll go right there. Actually, that might be too thick. Hang on. Let's see. Hey, Carol, how are you? I like this, but it's got a really, really thin stem. You can see that. It's really thin. I don't know if I'll have to pick that or not. I don't want to. Let's do that. I like it. It's a Hobby Lobby spray, but I really like it. I lost the rest of it. Where'd it go? No, I had more of it. Got so much stuff in my table, I can't even keep things straight, guys. Just because I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to do. You ever had that trouble? No, that's going to be too thick. I was trying to avoid cutting this up. I'm going to have to cut it into pieces. So we'll use something else right now. Another piece up here. down here. Thank you guys for all the follows. Thank you. Ham and short ribs. That sounds good, Benita. Really good. See, that's why I like the traditional kinds of meals, but like I said, you gotta pick your battles, right? Don't get me wrong, I like lobster rolls. I like Italian sausage. I just don't like them together. Oh, hey, Jeanette. Yeah, the replay will be available. Should be both on my personal and on my business page now. Okay, let's bring a little bit of this in down here. Whoops, I just broke that. Just broke that right off. So that'll make that easier where I can put that in. And we put that back over the top of that. I forgot it was on a pick and not wired. Wanted that down underneath anyway. So these are just picks that or stems that I've kept over the, as I've used them. Actually, I'm going to cut that off. I was going to try to get by without doing that, but I'm going to cut that off. And just going to get my wire here. I pulled on that and it did not bend, it broke right off. You guys, if you guys had a bunch of sickness down or wherever you live, my daughter called me this afternoon and they've got strep throat going through their house again. If my granddaughter got it, that'd be the third time she'd get it. But my goodness sakes. Told them to stay away. I don't know that my voice would take another couple of weeks of strep throat. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue over the top of this because I've got a pretty short stem here. This way I can wire it, or I can bend it too, so that'll be good. I'll have a little bit more length. That's why I'm always telling people, when you have those nice stems like this that you cut off, save them. I have several, so I'm got to the point where I'll throw them away now until I get low again. Okay, but now I've got a nice stem. There we go. Okay, let's see, where's that? Oh, allergies are bothering you. Yeah, it's a bad time of year. I always think it's funny they put out that pollen alert, or they do on my phone. I always get an alert for pollen. I was like, you don't have to tell us that suffer from pollen. You don't have to tell us that there's no alert out. So we already know, right? Yeah, we always have a hard time with when the trees start blooming around here. Oh, and you guys, I forgot to tell anybody this morning when I was live, but whenever we did our spring um, centerpiece workshop, I got a lot of requests for memorial type of designs, like doing casket sprays and headstone pieces and floral sprays, that kind of thing. And I am going to be having a workshop on that. And it'll be either the week after Easter or the week after that. I haven't got everything firmed up yet, but just keep that in the back of your mind if that sounds like something you'd be interested in. Like I said, I got a lot of requests during the workshop on that, and even then today, trying to stay away from illness. That's a good plan, Sue. Going out, good deal. Good deal. That sounds perfect. Okay, I need a little bit more of that ivy. That right there. Probably have to rearrange it. I don't want to cover any florals with it, but well, we need some down here. Okay, I'm going to get in front and look here a second. here. I told you I needed it big, right? This is going to be big. Okay. Right here. Put some of this right here. This is kind of a slider, so you got to bend it to where it's not going to, those leaves are not all going to bunch up together. I guess you could glue them too. Go right back here. Whoops. Okay. All right, I'm not done, but I think I'm going to stop there. Starting to lose my steam here. I also have some pussy willow to put in there. I don't know if we got room for it. I don't want it to get too crowded. We've got pussy willow, can put in there. And I kind of almost want to bring some of this out. It's back in there, kind of compact. I feel like I need a little bunch over here, kind of like what we moved up here. So, but anyway, I think I'm going to stop right there for tonight. Let me see if anybody has any questions here. Hey, Kat. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, thank you, Barbara. And like I said, I'm hoping either tomorrow or the day after I'll get that firmed up about that workshop. And like I said, if you're just joining in, it'll be like remembrance or sympathy type of arrangements and tombstone or gravestone saddle sprays, the arrangements that you put in, on either side of the headstone, that kind of thing. So just kind of keep an eye open. If it sounds like something you'd be interested in, I'll be sending emails and talking to you about it and let you know when, excuse me, let you know when I've got this everything arranged so you can sign up. So, but it'll be in 2 or 3 weeks. All right, any other questions? Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. And I'll be live again on Friday in the afternoons. I don't ever know what time. It'll just depend on what all is going on around here. But like I said, I'm going to send put a link so that you can know how to sign up for notifications if you want to watch whenever I'm live. So, okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great rest of your evening. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.